Well, there are more details about Crown Princess Mary of Denmark's tour down under. She is set to return to Oz for the first time in 10 years in an official capacity. But it isn't without controversy, as the Danish royals face a family feud between the brothers, a bit like the British royals.
There are now rumours of a growing rift between Mary and her sister-in-law, Princess Marie. The titles of Marie's children were stripped late last year by Queen Marguerite, creating family tension. So how will this slimming down the Danish royal family affect Mary's return home?
To tell us more, we are joined by journalist Tom Carstensen in Copenhagen. Good morning to you. Tell us what royal duties Princess Mary is expected to conduct while she's here.
Well, the trip is all about climate change, so she's going with the Danish Minister for Climate Change. And that's in the Pacific in general to focus on the repercussions of climate change in the region. She's only going to be in Sydney one day on the 28th, where she'll be meeting mainly Danish business people involved in green business projects and in sustainability projects. And the rest of the time they'll be in Vanuatu and Fiji. Vanuatu was recently hit by cyclones, so they'll be focusing on those issues in the Pacific.
When did the princess become engaged in climate change, and why is it so important for her?
She's been involved for a good while now. I mean, it's an issue that takes up many people's attention here, as I imagine it does on your end. We've had record droughts and floods in Europe in the latter years, as you have in Africa. And her family, I mean, her and the Crown Prince have always seemed modern when it comes to the subjects they're looking at compared to the previous generations. I remember them cycling to school with their kids years ago when the kids were smaller, of course. So they've always been kind of on the front with these issues.
Now, also on the front pages, the supposed rift between the two brothers, and now Mary and the sister-in-law.
It's mainly between the brother, the younger brother, and the Queen. As you mentioned before, when she stripped his children of titles as prince and princesses and made them into counts and countesses last year, and he did not take that very well. The Crown Prince never publicly supported his little brother, and that seems to have made him even more angry, the little brother. So that's where the rift mostly is, and that has, I mean, in the last couple of months, there was official New Year's proceedings where Marie didn't show up. That's the little brother's wife, Joachim's wife, and no one from that family, part of the family, visited the Queen when she was in hospital recently for an operation. No one came to visit her, so doesn't seem to be a very good relationship at the moment.
No, there seem to be similarities too to the British royal family, right? Yeah. What about the King's coronation? Will the Danish royals be there?
Yeah, well, Mary and Frederick will. They're going. The Queen has had to cancel because she's in rehab after an operation, so it'll only be the two who are going.
Okay, because Mary didn't go to the Queen's funeral, did she? Because we were on the lookout for her.
Oh, I think she did, with Frederick, as far as I remember. There might not have been too many pictures of her, because there are other more important people at that funeral, but I seem to remember that they did go.
I think they ran out of invites, but we will check that. Tom, thank you very much for your insight. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.